The historical context: USD and SWIFT's reign. The aftermath of World War II was more than just a restructuring of global political boundaries. It also reshaped the financial foundations of the global economy. The Bretton Woods Agreement, signed in 1944 in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, was a groundbreaking pact between major world powers that aimed to prevent the economic turmoil and competitive devaluations that had contributed to the Great Depression and worldwide economic instabilities of the 1930s. At the heart of this new financial order was the US dollar, USD. With Europe's economies in tatters and the US emerging from the war as an economic superpower, the Bretton Woods Agreement pegged various currencies to the USD. In turn, the USD was linked to gold at a fixed rate of $35 an ounce. This effectively made the USD the world's primary reserve currency, a position it has largely maintained even after the gold pegging was dropped in the 1970s. The dominance of the USD in global finance provided the US with immense benefits. It allowed the US to borrow at cheaper rates, facilitated American businesses' global ventures, and, most crucially, gave the US considerable leverage in international financial negotiations and institutions. Parallel to the ascendancy of the USD was the rise of the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication (SWIFT) system in the 1970s. As a messaging network used by banks and financial institutions to securely transmit information and instructions through a standardized system of codes, SWIFT became integral to international trade and finance. While SWIFT itself doesn't handle the transfer of actual funds, its messaging system is used to order these transfers between banks in different countries. This makes it an essential backbone of the global financial system. However, the integration of SWIFT with the USD-centric financial system amplified the US's power. The US could monitor, and if deemed necessary, sanction or even block transactions, exerting a form of financial soft power on the global stage. This became particularly evident in how the US employed financial sanctions as a tool of foreign policy, leveraging its dominant position within the SWIFT system. In essence, the post-World War II era, marked by the Bretton Woods Agreement and the advent of SWIFT, set the stage for an unprecedented era of US financial dominance. The intertwined nature of the USD and SWIFT meant that they didn't just facilitate global trade and finance, they also became instruments of geopolitical power and influence for the United States.